What is up, NASCAR 15 fans, and happy Las Vegas Day! We're here for the third race of the NASCAR 15 career mode. Let's take a look at the driver standings after Atlanta, and I actually moved up to 4th in the points. Pretty crazy, considering that I didn't even get a top 10 at Atlanta, but the points are the points, and in fact I'm in a tie with Clint Bowyer for 3rd in the overall standings. Fantastic effort by our team so far to get a new team into NASCAR into 4th, and Carl Edwards, who took the win at Atlanta, is in 1st place. Let's go down through the entire point standings to take a look at where everybody is and where your favorite driver is in relation to the rest, and Danica Patrick in the very last place in the point standings. So 4th place in the points, a great way to start out the season. Let's head to Las Vegas and take a look at the starting grid. So the starting grid for the Las Vegas race will start with Greg Biffle and Carl Edwards on the front row, Jimmie Johnson in 3rd, Jeff Gordon in 4th, Brad Keselowski in 5th, Kurt Busch, Clint Bowyer, and the rest as we take a look down through the starting field. And where did I qualify? Well, I qualified in 25th place. For whatever reason, I guess because of the group qualifying, I didn't advance, but I somehow set a very fast time, which actually should really have put me 23rd on the grid, but I guess whatever. Group qualifying, gonna group qualifying as we go down through the rest of the field. Shotgun on the field once again is Michael Annett, not a very good qualifier, but he seems to race pretty well. So that is the starting grid for the KOBALT Tools 400. Let's send it over to Mike Joy and Darrell Waltrip to get us started.
Welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway and Fox Sports coverage of the KOBALT Tools 400. Alongside Hall of Famer Darrell Waltrip, I'm Mike Joy.
Mike, do you feel lucky today? Well, there's going to be a lot of gambling going on at this place. The progressive banking here makes this track very fun to drive. The drivers like it a lot, and you're going to see an exciting race. I can promise you that.
Jimmie Johnson's a 4-time winner here, but is he the favorite?
Well, we'll go into the Neon Garage and find out, because there are several favorites that we got to keep our eye on today.
All right, Darrell, we're ready to race just north of the famed Las Vegas Strip. And I've got to ask, do you feel lucky?
So coming down to take the green, starting in 25th place here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, side by side with Kyle Larson here. And we're ready to take the green. A lot more grip in this track surface here, so I'm expecting to move to the front. Here we go.
Do you feel lucky today, boys and girls?
Boy, I hope I'm lucky today, Darrell, but we're going. We're racing. Menard's already down on the apron trying to pass me. I got a little bit of wheel spin on that start, but I should have the confidence in the car to drive around the outside of him coming through 1 and 2. A little bit of understeer out of the banking, and we're going to lose several positions actually now as the Doge car comes in beside me. Oh, and the rivalry, didn't even mean to do that, but the rivalry with Casey Mears continues. Wow, that's a lot of cars and not a lot of space right there. I don't know if that was 5 or 6 wide, maybe it was a 4 wide, but very tight confines. Wow, that was stupid of me. And now finally the yellow is going to come out as I spun all the way down the track. That was really silly. I was completely out of control. Ran into Jeb Burton, and finally Bobby Labonte finished the job. Well, we're going to restart in 35th here. Not the greatest start in the world. We always seem to struggle on these starts. So let's see if we can improve a little bit here as we're getting ready to go back to the green. And we're underway. Wow, bad wheel spin. Horrible wheel spin, and somehow I was able to save it with help from Danica Patrick, but we lost a ton of time. But hopefully this time at least I'll be able to get a decent entrance into turn 1 and 2. That's kind of where the trouble started last time. I just couldn't recover from a really bad exit of turn 2. So now we're finally underway. So let's see if I can't get this car moving towards the front. We might see some craziness though. I'm kind of expecting it. We saw craziness in Vegas, or in Atlanta, and now I'm falling all the way to the back. So that is not a good look right now. Let's see if we can really pour it on here. Boy, the car is just understeering really bad. I'm kind of surprised because the car was so well balanced in qualifying. It's kind of a shame that we didn't advance further than the first round because the car felt amazing during qualifying. But now, in the race, we've got a little bit of understeer. And it's really starting to cause some trouble as I almost understeered into the wall there. I kind of gave it a little bit of a kiss. Well, maybe a lot of a kiss because there's a lot of damage on the side of that car. Of course, some of that may be from the wreck earlier. Boy, the car is just trying to just go right to the wall, and then it's very loose on the exit. Well, this is weird. I was not expecting to run at the back, completely at the back, but I guess we're finally starting to show our true pace as a back-of-the-field team as the car gets into the wall further up the track. Take a little bit of the cheater line there through the tri-oval. And you know what I'm doing? I'm entering the corner way too shallowly. Is that a word? Way too shallow. I'm going to try to enter at the top and kind of arc the car through the corner. That's kind of where I've been struggling, I think. I think that's where what I was doing effectively in qualifying and have not been doing effectively in the race. Yaley going very slow. Ooh, the arc did not work very well there. I got up into the wall once again. I feel like maybe I should have hit it under that first yellow and just gotten fresh tires. I think if you spin on your tires, you do kind of ruin them a bit. So that's not particularly the best thing in the world. Boy, the car just feels really slow through the corners. It's so weird. I guess I'll have to take some wedge out and loosen it up a little bit, because I just don't know what else I could really do.
Gotta keep focused.
Boy, it is really understeering bad, in fact. Right out to the wall, in fact. Yeah, we'll definitely have to take wedge out heading into the first pit stop. For sure. But I'm not going to come in right now. It's not necessary. It's a long race. Even though it's going by pretty quickly. We're almost a fifth through it already. Coming up to the 10th lap. Maybe the race will come back. That's always possible. These races, a lot of times, as I bounce off the wall again, usually come back to you through pit strategy and whatnot. Some people were suggesting in the Atlanta video that there's rubber banding in NASCAR 15. I don't really think there is. If there is, it's significantly less than NASCAR Heat. NASCAR Heat, the rubber banding is so obvious. Like if this was NASCAR Heat, I would be catching the back of the field. I just haven't been able to.
The leader is 10 seconds ahead.
I've been driving very poorly, and the game hasn't been rewarding me for driving poorly. So that's the difference between this and NASCAR Heat. If there is rubber banding, I mean, I don't notice it. So we're coming up behind Logano here, trying to get behind Logano. We just cannot get through this. I mean, we're 2 seconds off, well, a second and a half off of our qualifying pace, which is a 28.9. And right now we're running our best lap this race has been a 30.3. So really poor showing right now. And I just don't know what the problem is. I don't know why this car has decided to completely lay down on me, but it has. So we're gonna have to really work with it in the first pit stop. Of course, we may really benefit here when people start coming in the pits. And we get a yellow, so that's going to help us out mightily. What happened here? Ryan Newman underneath AJ Allmendinger. That doesn't seem to have started it. Oh, that's a wall glitch, and that's a car flying through the air. It was Ryan Newman. I don't think we're going to be able to see much more of it, though.
Here we go.
All right. 4 tires, fuel, taking wedge out of the car. Also repairs, because apparently the car was damaged a little bit. It was down to 90%. So everybody came into the pits on this stop. So it's pretty much a hard reset of the race. So we'll restart in 42nd position.
Let's go get these boys.
Next to Joey Logano, who has been back here the majority of the race, as well as Danica Patrick. And the race restarts on lap 15.
Let's go to work now, buddy. Come on.
And it's essentially a reset as my wheel spin continues. But we're going to find out if the changes I made to the car are going to help or hurt as we head off into turn 1 for the first time. Ooh, the car's driving a little bit better now. Really got down to the bottom that time. But still got a ton of understeer off the corner. So I'm going to have to really alter my driving style here. Maybe a little bit of brake there.
The
I
leader is
really
4 seconds
arc
in
it
front.
off here. Now we're sliding through the corner, but at least I got through 1 and 2 that time. So come on, car. Let's get up there and actually challenge this time. Maybe I'll add some tape the next time. I don't know what else I can do to really just get this thing handling. We're running faster than we have, though. As you can see, we're up 2/10 on our fastest lap. So that's good. Now if we could just run fast enough to catch the AI in this game, that would be good. They are 3x3x3 the whole way down the back, or in the back of the field. And we run a 30. We're not even into the 29-second bracket yet in terms of our pace. Come on, car, get off of the corner, man. It just does not want to turn on the exit. I just don't know what else I can even do to it at this point. I guess I'll add more. I guess I'll add tape. I guess that's the only thing I can really do. I mean, I guess I can take more wedge out of it, but I feel like that's just going to loosen it up to the point where it's going to want to spin. We are catching this group here as they really race hard with each other. So now we should be able to really fight these guys here. Depending, of course, if we can actually race with them. I'm a little bit worried that they're just really just going to be packed together so tightly, as you can see,
Okay, let's go.
that there's not really a lot of passing maneuvers to be made. We'll see as we get up into the wall. Whatever. It actually helped my exit a little bit. Try to get a run on these guys. Okay, I'm going to really arc it in. There we go. I guess you just have to enter right next to the wall. And it's still washing up the track. Good grief.
The leader is 6 seconds
Well,
ahead.
there's not a lot you can do about that. That understeer. That understeer dough. Ryan Newman's still trying to cause trouble. So we still get just terrible understeer off of the corner. Come on, car. For this race, I actually refurbished, or I bought a new chassis or whatever. Didn't do a refurbished chassis. With the prize money we won from Atlanta, I actually had a little bit left in the bank, about $10,000. But this is, maybe I should have gone with the engine rather than the chassis. 'Cause I'm not sure what this car is lacking, but it's certainly lacking. That looked like a car wall glitching into the wall, but just didn't go flying that time. Feels like we can get up to the back of them, but as soon as we get up to the back of them, we can't pass them. This is a weird race. There you go, car. There you go. Maybe a little too loose through there, but at least I didn't understeer. Hopefully we at least have better fuel mileage. We usually have better fuel mileage than these guys. I was worried about getting into the wall there, but that should help us with track position at least a little bit. Especially if these guys really start getting crazy again. I mean, we've seen a lot of crashes off of turn 4 on this track, and I would expect it could continue. But good grief, the car is just not able to get up there. Come on, car. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Still so much understeer. I really wish there was some kind of in-car adjustment I could make. I know in IndyCar 2005 you can make the weight jacker adjustments, and that helps a little bit. Wish there was something I could do. Car just sliding through the corner, and then wanting to understeer on the exit. It's just
gap to the leader.
very poorly balanced, I will say that. Okay, into the corner, right down along the yellow line, or the white line on this track. Because you can drive under this white line. Can't drive it. Here we go. We're actually catching.
The full second you made up on the
Actually
driver in
catching
front.
guys
Way to
this
go,
time.
buddy.
So under McFlurry there, who's actually set the fastest
Closing
lap
up
of the
top.
race. Oh no, Stenhouse
Clear
has,
right side.
according to the star next to his name. So now we've gotten around Danica at least, and she's going to continue her last place in the points drive so far with a 43rd. Biffle has just been
Back,
dominating
going
this
high.
race from the pole,
Right side's clear.
and the car just sliding all the way through the corner.
Clear right side.
Terrible. Just really bad. But it looks like we've got some some
Be right
engine
on ya.
temperature to spare, so I think I'm going to do tape on the next stop. We'll see if we can improve the handling. But at least I can race with Danica, I suppose.
Car in front's heading
And the
to
pit stops are beginning. We're not even close on fuel at this point. So we're going to have some help. Well, they said car ahead was coming into the pits, but I didn't see anybody coming in. Looks like
Car
Jimmie
three back.
maybe was going to try to come in, but he got boxed out. And what is
Clear.
Johnson doing back here anyway? I thought he like started third, right? How is he
Watch your
falling
mirror, he's
so
coming up
far
fast.
back through the field?
Now
I'll
you're
never
clear.
understand it. And the car just
Car 2 back.
understeer,
Keep the
blocked
momentum.
Danica
Let's
a
go.
little bit. Car's
Clear
coming
low.
in for sure this time.
Car one
Looks
back.
like McDowell
You're all clear.
and Annette.
Car 2 back. Watch your
And here
inside.
comes Danica to the inside. Clean pass.
Go high. Go high.
She went down below the apron there. We'll race with her into turn 1. Wow, the car is just so badly balanced right now. Just can't hang with anybody in traffic. That's not a good
Car in
thing.
front's heading to the
But at
pit.
least we've got lots of cars coming in now. So mercifully we'll be able to
Looking
gain
really
some
good, buddy.
positions here based upon making pit stops. Oh, that's a wall glitch.
Slow it down.
Oh,
Caution's out.
God. I finally got wall glitched myself. That was not nearly as bad as some of the wall glitches I've seen, but it was enough to send me spinning into the pit lane. Doesn't look like strategy is going to be a really big key to this one. Only 2 cars stayed out, and once again, most of the field coming into the pits. So I added the tape to the grill. We'll see if that adjustment helps the car's handling. All right,
that's one of
here
the
we go,
fastest of the
ready to
day.
go back to the
Awesome work,
green.
guys. Awesome
Not
work.
last,
Like I
but
said,
we'll
we got a real
probably
good car here.
wheel
Just
spin
take
on
care of
this
it, buddy.
restart. Biffle still leads, just absolutely the dominant car today. And we're ready to go, and
Let's do
we're
this now.
green.
It's time to go to work. Car approaching low.
That's
Leader
some wheel
6
spin, but it
seconds
wasn't as
ahead.
bad as it has been in
Put it on the left.
previous races. So we'll see how the handling is going into turn 1 this time. Definitely got some good front bite there. Let's see if it sticks with it through the corner. And we didn't hit the wall, but we're still not particularly fast. Looks like McDowell's actually a lap down. So we're still ahead of McDowell, even though he's ahead of us on track right now. There we go. There's some balance. There we go. Okay, now we found some balance. So let's see if we can actually get this thing
Nice and easy. Just keep
running.
doing what you've been doing.
in through the pack here a little bit. 1 and 2 is still atrocious, but at least I figured out 3 and 4. So that's a good thing.
Car inside, just
Yep,
looking.
atrocious, like I said.
Car
Danica's
inside,
coming
trying to
down
get
to
in
the
your corner.
inside. Wish I would have blocked a little bit more effectively there, but I do it there. And can we get
The leader
all
is 4
guys? Come
seconds
on,
in
car.
front.
You can get through 3 and 4. I know you
Car
can.
3 back.
The other concern, of course, putting tape on the grill is that it might start running hot. I'm hoping that won't be the case, but it's always possible.
All
Alright,
clear.
big group of cars here.
He's charging.
Let's see if there's something we can do.
Looking high.
He said he's charging, but he's assuming Danica is a guy,
Clear up
which she
high.
is not, as far as I'm aware. You know, we may have to ask Ricky Stenhouse, but as far as I'm aware, Danica is a girl, so the spotter is wrong. And they are just going very slow again. Not quite as slow as they were at the Tri-Oval in Atlanta.
5-second gap between you and the
but,
leader.
slow. And the car almost loses control through turn 1. But we'll head out onto the back straightaway. And again, we are just trapped at the back. I don't know how we can really move up.
We can do this.
They are just
Gotta
so
keep
tightly
focused.
packed here. Look at that. Kyle Larson getting way out to the outside. I'm surprised nobody wall glitched there. They're 4 wide ahead. Come on, car.
Okay, 20 to
We've
go.
only got 20 laps to go, and we've made virtually no progress. There we go. We'll get the car coming down to the bottom. Sliding up to the top just a little bit. It was Jimmie Johnson scraping the wall there. Sparks flying. Gordon's actually taken over the race lead
The leader is 6
from
seconds
Biffle.
ahead.
It's the NASCAR class of 2015 reunion with all these retirees up front. What?
Caution's out. Roll out
Really?
the throttle, buddy.
That is a wall glitch and a half right there. I don't even know what to say about that. Alright, we're staying out. I want some dadgum track position, and we're starting on the inside, so this could actually work out. I say it could actually work out. I'm not saying it will. No guarantees. Green, ready to go.
Just keep a good pace. You're doing good.
Back to the racing. Nope. Wheel spin. Well, I better just spin out because otherwise it'll NASCAR hate me. That was great. That was really great. Yep, spinning because of the wheel spin. I don't know why the wheel spin's even worse at Las Vegas, but it is. Boy, this is an old school NASCAR 15 video. We can't even get a lap green. We're not 43rd. The scoring monitor is wrong. Cars have pitted under the yellow.
Good job. Really good. Come
So
on,
we're
man.
back to the green. Apparently there's more grip on the apron because as soon as I got to the apron,
Just looking.
car
Watch
stopped
your
wheel
outside.
spinning. Okay,
On your
we're
rear.
racing once again. We're already up into fourth
Looking
gear.
outside.
This time we're battling behind
Looking low.
Kenseth Dale Jr. going around the
Car approaching
outside.
low.
Car
Gotta be
just a
smooth, calm, and
smidgen
forward.
loose there. And Yaley almost loses it to the inside.
Closing on the bottom.
And there's Biffle actually
right
back
behind you.
here, the fastest car in the
coming
bloody
low.
race.
First is leading
He's
by
back
3
here
seconds.
fighting with the
He's coming on the inside.
not as fast cars.
Stay up top. You're good right there.
My car is still struggling, and maybe because it's a little bit damaged from the wall glitch.
Keep a good pace. You're doing great.
Why I didn't decide to come in and fix that
Car 2 back.
is because I just want to race at this
Clear
point.
now.
I don't think anything's going to fix the car, or fix the handling, so we might as well just run it at the end of the race here and hope some pit strategy falls our way.
Car outside.
And
Trying to
they're
get to your
going
corner.
just so slow. Just so slow.
all
As
clear, bud.
Spearwagon Keselowski passes by. Allmendinger's leading the race, but we are really struggling. This is going to hurt our points for sure if we indeed do finish stone dead last. Come on, car. God, it's just sliding the whole way through the
There's a
corner.
5-second gap between you and the leader.
We've already lost 5 seconds to the leader of the race, who is Allmendinger. Come on, baby. And through underneath the white line, running the cheater line a little bit once again. We're coming up to 10 laps to go, so we'll be able to do a splash and dash here at the end of this race. Might just do right sides and fuel and see if we can get that to work out here towards the end of the race. We'll see, because we should be able to actually make up time doing that. Because I would suspect the rest of the field is going to do the 4
Leader 6
tires and
seconds
fuel.
ahead.
And they don't need to do that, but I don't think the NASCAR 15 AI is particularly smart enough to run race strategy. Boy, it'd be awful fun to go up there and race with those guys
Nobody's
if
gonna
we
pull over and make it easy for us
we
today.
could run
Gotta
with
go
them.
get it.
we can't really run with them. We seem to be stuck about a second,
Car in front's heading to the pit.
1.3 behind, and a car is coming in. That is Michael Annette. A weird strategy call. So he's the first guy to make the last
Okay,
stop.
man.
We'll see
Nice
how that
and smooth.
works.
Nice and smooth.
And we're actually catching up once
10
again
to
to
go.
the field as they're kind of slowing each other up. Running that big old pack just ahead. And can we, no, I was gonna say, can we make it off the corner without running into the wall, but that wasn't gonna happen. A little bit of break as more cars start to peel off. So the final stops of the day are beginning to take
That's it,
place.
dude. Every position is more points.
And we're going to see how the
Time
strategy
to go.
ends up working out or not working out. There's several cars all together
7
there.
seconds ahead to the lead car.
Boy, we're just hanging on to the back of this pack. And now we're actually gaining on them. So let's see if we can actually make some moves here.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
These cars are pitting. And they're slowing down mightily. Because I think Ryan Newman was trying to get to the
Keep
pits,
digging.
but he couldn't get in, so he just slowed the whole group
Clear
down.
right.
Which will allow me to go down to the inside, try to get around Allgaier. And that didn't quite work out.
Right's clear.
Several cars once again going very slow in the center of the pack. That's Casey Kane almost making troubles for everybody in the Pepsi car. And here comes more cars into the pit, so are we going to see some
Clear
shenanigans?
up top.
Everybody's
Nice
behaving
pass, man. Keep
pretty
working.
well.
High side's
I think
clear.
we can make it about 1, maybe 2 laps to
Light's
go
all clear,
before
bud.
we have to come in.
7 to go.
So we'll see what the strategy ends up
Stay
being.
down.
My car just a
Going, you
little
just gotta be
bit
smooth and
sliding
calm.
out.
10-4. Clear high.
Get through the corner, get through the corner. All right, we're going to make it one more lap before we have
Keep
to
an eye
come
on that
in.
fuel, buddy. You won't run on fumes.
Car's running
Do when you
fairly
have
hot
to.
right now because of
front's
the
heading to
fact
the
that
pit.
we're in the traffic behind
Watch
other
your rear.
cars.
He's coming on the outside.
So we don't want to run this too much longer here. We should be able to come in this lap. We haven't got
6
better
to go.
fuel mileage than most everybody else.
All right, I
That
want
is
you
a
to
bit
pit this
concerning.
time. Pit this lap.
On the brakes. Can we
Closing
stay
on the
ahead of
bottom.
Jimmy though?
Car
Yes,
approaching
we
your rear.
can. All right,
Clear
around
left.
turn
Car
3.
one back. Car
And
approaching
coming off
high.
of the banking and ready to come into the pits. Really slow it down here. And we can get down to the 55-mile-per-hour speed limit fairly easily. So let's start this 2-tire stop. All right, right sides and a splash of fuel. This is the last pit stop for me for sure. So are we going to be able to pull this off and make up some places
Great stop, guys. In
from
and
a
out.
not so
It's
good
all up to you now, buddy.
race?
Okay, it's time to push that pace
Oh.
down, buddy. Stay focused. We can do this.
Well, that wasn't
You're
so
a lap
great.
down.
Cars just all over the place on the pit exit. That wasn't spectacular. All right, let's go for it. Where are we?
We got some catching up to do now, buddy.
43rd. Doesn't even matter if you take 2 tires. You'd have been last anyway. Well,
Come on, work your way to the front.
hopefully the guys pitting will be able to actually pass, but I suspect, well, can we pass these guys? Can we actually
Ready
make
to
up a
go.
few positions? No. These are the guys we're actually racing. And can we actually pass them? Yes, okay, we actually made up
Like
one
we said
position
today, nice and
on
smooth.
Ryan
Stay
Newman, who
focused.
crashed earlier in the race.
Clear on the inside.
Now that they're spread out, I wonder if they're going to go slower. That's going to be really annoying if that's all it takes.
Looking low.
And try not to wall glitch.
Clear left side.
Do not want to wall glitch.
Clear on the high side.
So we'll make up our
Coming on
lap
the
at
high
least.
side.
Now we'll be back on the lead lap, if that matters any.
Gotta get to the bottom.
Now we lose positioning to Newman. Oh, really? Really, game? Really? Racing hard with Brian Newman and then just wall glitch city once again. Alright, we are using the Atlanta strategy once again, going 4 tires. I'm completely taping up the grill, taking some wedge out of it. Really going to try to loosen it up here for the 2-lap shootout for the green-white checker. So let's see if it works out. Alright,
just like we practiced.
green-white checker.
Okay, go get him, man. We're still
We're
one of
in
the fastest
last
cars out there.
place.
Keep hitting your mark.
And 2 laps to make up as
You'll
many
start the
positions
tail
as
of
we
the
can.
field.
Jimmie Johnson's actually leading the race somehow. I guess it's rigged for the KOBALT
Gotta
500.
just be smooth, calm. 10-4. The leader is 6 seconds ahead.
Alright, that was bad. That was horrible. Okay, well, we got a lot of way to go here. Not a lot of time to make up. Wow, I got into the apron. This is depressing. This is really depressing. It's weird because none of the AI wheel spin on this track. They wheel spun it at Atlanta, but here, no way.
White flag.
All right,
one to
the
go.
last lap, but we actually got a really good exit there.
That's a full second.
Trying
You
to
made
blow
up on
the car
driver
up,
front. Way to
actually.
go, buddy.
Really helped the speed. So let's see if I can make up some positions here, make up some points in the very last lap of the race, and get a good run off of the corner. We'll get a good run out of 4, I think. If I can just keep it down the bottom there, on the throttle. Come on, I can make it, at least
Checkered
make up
flag.
1 position. Jimmie Johnson wins, and we're gonna make up a
Today.
few positions.
Let's
Ooh,
put
that
this
was
one behind
close.
us and think about the next race.
So the victor at Las Vegas is Jimmie Johnson, a guy who owns this track, it seems. Kansas with second, Keselowski is third. A lot of our championship rivals aren't really up here. So we probably didn't lose as much in the points as maybe we should have with a 39th place finish. In fact, the points leader, Carl Edwards, finished behind us somehow. I think I passed him on the last lap. And there you go. There's the full field rundown. 39th position for us in this race. Not very good, but hopefully in the next race we will do a little bit better. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been David Land on YouTube. Be sure to, if you do enjoy the NASCAR 15 Let's Play, to hit the like button. It helps me out a ton. And subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next video.